What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have the GeminiJets January 2024 releases for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. We're kicking off 2024 with GeminiJets this year. Very exciting. Really eager to see what they have going. Last year's January set was absolutely fantastic. So can they replicate that here to start the next new year? We will have to see right here, right now. So without any further delay, everybody, let's go ahead and get started. And here we go for the 1 to 400 scale GeminiJets January 2024 releases. Let's go ahead and see what we have going. We're going to start right here with the Acer Boeing 747-8 freighter, registered November 862 Golf Tango. This has a special decal on it as well, so really cool to get to see that right there. Pretty solid start. These Atlas Air aircraft are always really nice to see, and they've been getting quite a nice variety on these lately, so great to see, and that's certainly a very interesting and unique aircraft to kick off 2024. Our next offering is going to be a Aviation. I'm not sure exactly how to say that. Boeing 737-200. This is the first time they've used this mold in forever. Hotel Romeo Mike Romeo Zulu in the Honduras Air livery or so. Really unique aircraft. They have not used the 737-200 in a very, very long time. So quite a curveball here to start out 2024. We'll have to see if this can transpire into any other releases as well, which I'm sure it will here. So that will be a storyline to follow throughout 2024 and beyond. But ultimately, a really cool model. Has some really cool sharks and scuba divers on it too. So yeah, very unique livery. Certainly not what I would have expected to start the year, but a very unique twist on that. And I'm really eager to see what they'll do with this mold in the future. So really cool to see that they have it, and we'll have to see what they do with it. So ultimately a very unique and very clever choice right there. Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200 in the widget livery, November 607 Delta Lima. So the retro US collectors will be very happy to see this. I'm not sure whether I'll get this or not yet. We'll have to see, but certainly looks like a very cool aircraft, and the wish is granted to start out the new year. So a very cool model there for those collectors, and I'm sure that will be very appealing to many collectors. So very cool to see that. That is a really good release right there for them, and that will be a very quality offering for all of those collectors. So ultimately a very good choice right there by GeminiJets. We'll follow that up with a Delta Connection CRJ-900, November 800 Sierra Kilo. What a way to kick off the year. So if you don't know the Delta CRJ-900, I think we all know the story, so I won't get too much into the actual story aspect of it, but the fact that it's getting a re-release was completely unexpected. So that is absolutely awesome. Definitely going to be picking up one of those, possibly two. I certainly did not expect them to do it so soon after the March 2021 infamous release when GeminiJets started pretty much their new era of releases with all these great choices, new molds and new airlines and all that variety they've had as of late. So certainly quite a full circle moment to swing back around to a very popular regional jet in the United States. Certainly what I wouldn't have expected, but maybe they realized how high demand it was that first time around. This time it is a SkyWest registration, so that's really cool too. So definitely we'll be getting this. I'm really looking forward to that. Certainly was not expecting that at all, but what a unique way to start the year, and I'm certainly really in shock with this so far. This has been quite different compared to what Gemini has done. I mean, they have had some aspects of it, but it feels like all of their 2023 release choices are really coming together in one release right now. So very interesting to see this. I really can't even process what we're looking at right here. Does it get even crazier? It's certainly possible. Let's take a look. Of course, we have an Emirates Airbus A300 Alpha 6 Echo Kilo Charlie. Man, this has been quite the release. So Emirates did have A300s and I think also A310s at some point for a very long time. So yeah, this has been a complete other curveball for a release. We've had some very unique offerings in here. This is certainly not an exception to that principle, period. What a plane this is. Very unique release choice. It looks really good. I'm eager to see this. And this is their first A300, I believe, also in a very long time. So this has been quite the release so far with regards to variety especially, and I think that many collectors will really appreciate the diverse lineup of aircraft we've had so far. So this has been quite the curveball, and again, I know I've said that several times, but this has seriously been a quite a unique release. So what a cool way to start the year so far. What can we get going into the next aircraft? We will see. We're going to get the KLM City Hopper, Embraer ERJ-195E2, Papa Hotel November X-Ray Echo. So very cool to see them bounce back into the modern aspect this time with this E2. So really cool to see this. I think this is a very quality release. Of course, Porter came out recently. Now we're going to get the KLM version to make a reference. So really cool. Hope to fly an E2 sometime. They look absolutely fantastic. So what a gorgeous livery this is with KLMs on it. And I think this will be a very popular aircraft in Europe. So our Europe collectors will be very pleased to see that, especially our KLM fans and anybody that has a route to Amsterdam. So what a cool aircraft that is, and certainly a very exciting one. And the mold also looks really good too. So certainly quite a unique release so far. Man, heck, I don't even know how you could top this. We're going to get a United Airlines Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner registered November 13014. So very excited to see this come down from 1 to 200. I believe this is the first time they've done the 7010, because I know NG has. I can't remember if Gemini did or not, but very cool to see Gemini getting their version of it in here. And of course, it should have the newer JC Wings mold, which is a very good one. So this should be a really high quality model. So very cool. I'm personally looking for a 767-300 or 777-200 for United wide body department. So probably will not get this one, although maybe in the future we'll have to see, maybe off of NG CRP or equivalent. So anyways, very cool though. We're going to have our flaps down because they are a really nice aircraft to round out the 1-400 set. This looks absolutely fantastic. I love the various decals on it, and overall a really cool offering right there. So that is absolutely fantastic right there, to say the least. So what a unique release right here so far in 1-400. We've had some really unique offerings. I'm really flabbergasted by the Delta Sierra 900, but ultimately a nice variety, a little for everybody, not too much off the holiday, but also just enough for somebody to have some fun with. So Delta Sierra 900 for me, and possibly 757-200, we'll see. But yeah, what a start there in 1-400. I would expect some military aircraft as well to follow, because it was a little bit smaller. Here they come. So let's see what we got. We got an A400M Atlas for registration of 4521. A very cool Air Defender 2023 tail. That's absolutely fantastic. So very glad to get to see that right there. We got some really good detail on that, so that should be a really high quality offering, and definitely excited to get an A400M in the future sometime. That might have to be the one. I love the colors on that, and that looks really good. So certainly very glad to get to see that aircraft done right there. That's really cool. We'll also get to follow that up, a P-8 Poseidon MRA-1 Zulu Papa 806. So yet another very unique aircraft. This one a little bit more basic here, but certainly looks good. I'm not sure where exactly this is from, but it looks really good. Actually, it says right here an Air Force. Let's see. Royal Air Force, is that what that says? I can't see it from here, but anyways, looks really great. So very cool to get to see that one. And we have a third one, a BBJ 737-700 for the Royal Australian Air Force. So yet another one getting released here for them. Alpha 36001. So looks really great. I love the all white scheme. So they've certainly went to town on these Royal Australia Air Force aircraft over the years, and this one certainly adds to that pile right there. So very cool to see that, and that's a very unique choice right there. So what a set. I would be shocked. We have a fourth one. Wow. Or actually, do we have all three from last month? We do have all three from last month in the military department. No wonder the 400s were so small. So we have all the different registrations. This is kind of like what NG would do, but it's all right, getting the full representation there, and I'm sure it's going to satisfy many collectors. So really excited to see that, and that's going to be absolutely awesome. So what a 1-400 lineup. Was certainly not expecting any of that right there, but we got all of it. So very cool to see that. Really impressed, and ultimately quite a lineup of aircraft right there. That is very interesting. So how can that transpire next into our 1-200s? We will have to see right here. And we have a DC-3 to start. This is Aeronautical Steel Mexico, X-Ray Alpha Foxtrot Uniform Victor. What a unique start right here with this Mexican airline. Looks really cool. The tail's also very unique. I love the color scheme. Definitely screams their region for sure. So this is a good looking aircraft, and I think this will be a very popular one among those collectors. So yeah, very unique choice. Again, I don't know when the last time DC-3 was used in 1-200, so certainly getting a really nice variety of molds and airline choices in this release, and I think that certainly is what it will be remembered for. So really awesome to see that. That's really great. We're also going to have the Atlas 747-8 freighter that we saw in 1-400 previously. So a very high quality offering there for anybody looking for it. So that's certainly very nice to get to see right there. So really cool. And we're going to get a optional open and closed door. Sorry, that's lagging a little bit. I need to restart my computer, I suppose. But anyways, looking very good with this aircraft as well. So let's go ahead and see the sticker for interactive right here. So that looks really nice right there. So very excited for those versions of the aircraft. A Bonanza Boeing 737 MAX 8. So nice to see that come up from 1-400. A Victor Hotel Uniform Golf Kilo. So very cool to see that one right there. I like their deliveries. So hopefully we can get some more additional models from them in the near future. So very nice to get to see that one for 1-200 collectors. Delta Sierra Day-900 immediately comes up to 1200, November 800 Sierra Kilo. So again, full circle moment, really awesome to see this. Maybe I should put my money into the 1200 this time around, I don't know, but certainly awesome to get to see this right here. And what a magnificent choice here by GeminiJets to get us another version of this, especially for all that missed out the first time your turn has came. Excuse me. So I'm really hopeful that we'll get an American 900 re-release. I think that's pretty much inevitable if they're doing Deltas. So we'll keep our eyes on that, and that will certainly be a storyline for 2024. In a Lufthansa Airbus A380-800 registered Delta Alpha India Mike Kilo. It's nice to see this come up from 1200 or 1-400 as well. What a beast this is. Was very fortunate to get to see it at, actually I thought I saw this exact same registration. It was very close. Might as well check real quick. Get my phone, but at Los Angeles the other day, which is really, really cool. So let me go ahead and take a look at this real quick. I have the picture right here, so might as well. Registration's Kilo. Let me see if I can tell which one I saw here real quick. It was Kilo. Heck yeah. I don't know if you can see it on there. Probably not, but it was Kilo. So might have to get the 1-400 after seeing that. That's really, really cool. So thought it looked familiar. It sure was. So very awesome to see that. That's absolutely effort. United Airbus A321 Neos coming to 1-200 this month, likely 1-400 next month. So a good sequencing choice, 44501. Very excited for this. Would like to get the in-flight sometime, but the Gemini version I'm sure will be pretty solid. So very nice to get to see that right there. And will we get 1-200 Airbus narrowbody flap down aircraft in the future? We shall see, but not expecting it on this aircraft, as we have a UPS Boeing 757-200, another really good sequencing choice to get our round of cargo aircraft started for the year. This is awesome to see, as the UPS 757 is very popular in the United States, so glad to get another release coming for 1-200, and I expect a 1-400 next month as well. So a really solid effort right there. That's really good. And we also have a C5 from Travis Air Force Base. Very cool. 840060. So that's a really good choice too. I think that'll be very popular among many collectors. If I had to pick a C5, this would probably be the one. So maybe sometime I can try to sneak one out at a collectible show for like 125. I don't know. It'd be really cool though. Planespotter DK did get an awesome KC-46 at the Dallas Airline Collectibles show, the one-day show that is. I think it was like 75 or 80 bucks. It was a great deal. So hoping for same song, second verse, maybe with this aircraft or a similar one here in the future. So very glad to get to see that right there. Very nice. And then we have the Virgin Australia Boeing 737 MAX 8 to round it out here in 1-200. Victor Hotel 8 India Alpha. So glad to see this coming up also from 1-400 last month, and good variety for all those collectors. Certainly a nice month there for Australian collectors in both 1-400 and 1-200 scale. And that will do it for the first release of 2024 with GeminiJets. This 1-400 was really a shocker. We had some very unique aircraft like the A300 and 737-200 come back for the first time in years. We also had some very popular offerings with the Delta Widget 757, Delta Sierra Day-900, KLM City Hopper E2, and United 787-10 come out as well. Also, maybe on the 7810, I would like to get more heavies in my United fleet, just trying to balance it out. So we'll see. Luckily, it's been a little bit lighter on the wallet over the last couple of weeks. And also want to see what NG will do with their releases soon. So definitely got to keep my eyes open on that. And the release reaction will be out whenever those come out too, so stay on the lookout. But yeah, a really awesome set of aircraft right here. I think the Delta Sierra Day-900 is really great to see. Really good timing. I think right now is the right time to do that. So really cool to see that. Emirates A300, very unique. This 737-200 could open the door for even more popular 737 classics. And will we see the 300 back as well? We will have to see. The 400 has briefly returned at times too, so we'll have to see that. And even the 500. So certainly quite a bit of potential there if we're already getting the 200 to start the year. So again, very interested to see what will happen in that faucet. So we'll have to see. And again, KLM's an awesome choice. I think our Europe collectors will be very happy with that selection. So GeminiJets, awesome work. Also glad to see flaps slots extended. It's a nice balance. They've been doing a good job balancing that lately, so I've been really enjoying that. How about the military? This is the biggest Gemini Max lineup in forever. I can't remember the last time it was 5 different actual releases, even though of course 3 of them are very similar in those ways. So glad to see this massive Gemini Max set, and that should be awesome for our military collectors in 1-400. The 1-200 set has some really great diversity to it, some good airline selections in both older eras and newer eras, particularly newer eras this month, as we had some really good offerings. The Travis C5 is great. UPS 75, A321neo for United, a Delta Sierra Day 9, really good sequencing. What I mean by sequencing, by the way, is, just balancing it out since the last time that aircraft's been done. So for instance, let's start with the category of re-releases. For the UPS 757 has been done in 2 or 3 years, so it's the right time to sequence another edition of it back into the lineup. So that's really good. And then for, you know, new popular offerings, so that we don't do them all at once, the United A321neo is following up some aircraft that we had from last month, like obviously the United 787-10, so it makes sense to just balance it all out and do some really good ones, and then also have a couple releases that are a little bit slower, so you can balance out people's wallets and so on and so forth. So what a unique way to start the year. Let me know in the comment section what you'll be getting. I'll be very eager to hear, but ultimately I thought this was a really good set, a nice balance overall. Definitely surprising. I was not expecting 732 and the A300. Those were the biggest surprises, although I think the also Delta 900, that was very awesome to see again. So very excited to see all of these, and I'll be eager to hear what you have to say in the comment section below. Let me know which ones you'll be getting, and I'll be sure to follow up on what I end up doing here in the future, and also stay on the lookout for the NG models releases coming out here in the near future. We have some exciting content coming on the back half of this month, both recaps and also just normal model content. Stay on the lookout for that, and a bunch of exciting content to come. But nevertheless, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.